What's up? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Floyd T, aka Fleazy, a Floyd T Barbecue. I don't know how to get rid of that light. Oh well, I'll just try to turn this way. So, man, it's Friday night. I like to do fun stuff in the kitchen on Friday night or on the grill if I'm grilling. But this is another kitchen edition. I just been on the road with these videos trying to record everything that I cook. Some of those things didn't turn out exactly like I wanted them to, so I didn't finish those videos. I ceased them. So we're gonna try it again tonight, man. So I'm doing something different, man. I want to do Cajun neck bones tonight, Cajun style neck bones. And the funny thing is, I went on YouTube. You know, there are plenty of Cajun turkey neck videos. You know, Cajun style. You know, low country style boil, that kind of style. But I had a really hard time finding videos on Cajun style neck bones cooked that same way. Chef Javu, which he's inspired a lot of my seafood boils and stuff, man. Big ups to him. He has a few videos on how to do them that low country boil style, that New Orleans style, with neck bones. And he be boiling some everything. But I couldn't really find any other videos, really, with anybody kind of doing the same thing. Somebody had some similar with smoked neck bones, which that's interesting, but to me, that's just probably too salty to do it my way. So I'm gonna make a video, my own video, on Cajun style, New Orleans style pork neck bones. Let's get to it. All right, guys. So here are our pork neck bones from Food Depot. That one has a little extra fat that's gonna be getting cut off of it. But yeah, here we go. Here we go. So I'm gonna wash them up, make them look a little better. They are fresh. They're not spoiled. I know y'all see the little discoloration. They're just a little fat. But yeah, we're good to go. And let me go ahead and get these together. All right, guys, so here are our neck bones. I put them in some water with a little bit of lemon juice and just kind of rinse them a little bit that way, wash them that way. I wash my meat. Some people don't. I do. That's a whole debate, as I always mention. So I'm going to season these now with a little bit of seasoning. So we're going to first start with this Creole Zatarain seasoning, but any Creole seasoning will do. And I'm just going to sprinkle this on like such. And I know you may be asking yourself, like, hey, Floyd, why are you seasoning these when you're going to do a Cajun boil? Isn't the water going to be seasoned? And the answer to that is yes, the water will be seasoned. So do you have to season these like that? You probably really don't. But in my eyes, I do believe that the seasoning does stick to the meat just a little bit. That'll be enough of that right there. So that's why I season the meat anyway. And worst comes to worst, even if all the seasoning was to run off the meat when you put it in the boiling water, then the water will be seasoned with that same seasoning. So you're not really losing anything, if that makes sense. It should. But I think that heat, once you know, these neck bones hit that boiling water, I think that heat kind of really seals some of that seasoning in to me. Okay, next up, we got this onion powder that actually comes out just like powder. This onion powder is a little different, but as long as it's onions, I work with it. So we're gonna do it. I like that. Garlic powder. This comes out a little better. It's a little grainy. Probably like granulated garlic. A little bit of that. And pepper. Black pepper makes everything better. All right, I'm gonna mix this up with 2 hands, and I'll be back in a flash. All right, guys, here are our seasoned neck bones. And I kind of feel like I should have got 2 packs and just used maybe half of the other pack, because I don't know. I mean, this is gonna fill me up. I'm just talking. My eyes are bigger than my stomach, basically, but still, just thinking out loud. So anyway, here are our seasoned neck bones. Now let's go get our pot. Guys, our water is boiling, and I like to season the water when it starts boiling. I just feel like the seasoning is dispersed and absorb better. So everything over here is what we're gonna be seasoning this water with. The crawfish, crab, boil, just like the Zatarains, they make all different kinds. It's gonna serve as our base. You know, just to give it that seafood boil, Cajun boil kind of flavor. This bag is almost gone, so I'm gonna use the rest of this and then some of this bag. I actually have some onions and celery from when I did my turkey necks last week. Um, so look at me being smart. I actually saved it, so I didn't have to cut up the rest of that celery stalk. Got some garlic cloves. Gotta have that good garlic. Garlic makes everything better. Crushed red pepper, a little bit of Creole seasoning. This is paprika right here. Spicy hot Cajun seasoning that I got from the local farmer's market. It's not really that spicy, just pretty much a seasoned salt with a little bit of kick. Got some accent here, and believe it or not, I've had this thing for about 5 or 6 years, this one bottle, and I've never used it. Never used accent like that, so I don't really know how much to use, but I'm not going to use a lot. You guys tell me how much of this stuff to use on stuff. Do you even season meat with it, or you just season stews and stuff with it? I don't know. Gonna use a little bit Louisiana liquid boil as well. That's concentrated, so not gonna be much of that used. Good old hot sauce, and this is actually a garlic hot sauce by Texas Pete. Everybody makes a garlic hot sauce now, and I love garlic, so this is gonna add some good flavor. That's not going in the pot because that's in this cup. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to season this water with one hand, so let's get to it. I'm gonna go in first with the rest of this crawfish, shrimp, and crab boil. And I want a lot of flavor, so this is a full pack, and I'm gonna just use probably about half of it. Should be enough, about half the pack. All right, let's see what's next. Let's go in with a little bit of hot sauce. And if this was seafood, I would throw some butter in there with it, but it's not seafood. We got this accent right here that I told you I don't know what I'm doing with. And that's it, that's all I'm using. All right, and we're gonna go in order. So this is a crawfish, shrimp and crab boil. Just a few drops of this is all you really need. So that's it. And then we got to get a little bit of salt in here. So now the crawfish boil itself does have salt in it, but you know, just gotta get it tasting right. So these neck bones will absorb some seasoning, so I'm gonna be careful with how I do this. All right, and we'll just stop there. Ooh, it's gonna make me sneeze. Got me sneezing on camera, man. But like I said, if you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. So I guess I'm doing okay. A little bit of paprika. That's just basically for color. Got this Creole seasoning right here. We're gonna go in with that. Oh, I needed to come out. There we go. I should have just used the open side, but I don't want a whole lot of this because I need to taste this water. Crushed red pepper for the win. Okay. Let's pick up the garlic cloves and throw those in. And all that's left now is our veggies. So I'm gonna, instead of dumping the whole bag in, I guess I could just dump the bag in. Let's try that. I don't want to burn myself there. Let me get a good grip. And there we go. There we got it, man. So now one more thing I do want to add that J-Boo does is Sazon. A pack of Sazon. That makes everything better too. This stuff is really concentrated, so I'm one-handing this. I'm gonna take one of these, use my good old teeth, and hope my mouth doesn't turn orange. Good. Good job, Floyd. Let's get this on in. Okay. And I'm right here by my drawer, which I'm glad, so I can get out a spoon and we can start stirring. So let's get this stirring. I'll do a better angle. Let's stir this up. Alright guys, my storage on my phone is low, so I gotta be quicker with the videos. Yeah, I know, it's not your fault. So anyway, in the water, I stirred the water, it tastes good. These neck bones are about to go in. We're gonna let them boil for 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add some corn and sausage to it. Let those finish up for 20 minutes. So it'll cook a total time of 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna let it soak for 30 minutes. So that's our plan. I'll be back. All right, folks, so our neck bones are in the water. I'm gonna cover the lid up and let them cook. All right, guys, so we have been cooking for 1 hour and 10 minutes, and the water's boiling quite nicely. So now I have my corn and sausage that I'm going to use. I cut up the sausage, cut up the corn. Well, not cut up the corn. The corn was already cut up like that. It was just frozen corn. So we got that. And I left the corn out. What I did was I bought it, just left it out. So it's been sitting out for about a little over 2 hours, and it's still pretty much frozen. And here's the wrapper. Here's the brand of sausage that I got, because there's so many sausages out there. So many companies that make sausage, and this is Southern Chef cracked pepper smoked sausage. Very, very good. And it's so dark. Like I just love that casing on it. So what I'm gonna do is try to put this in the water, and I would dump it in. I guess I could dump it in. I'm gonna try not to burn myself when I do this. So let's do it this way. How about that? There we go. So we got all of that in. And of course I know, just from doing seafood boils and things like that, when you put something that's cool into the water, it's gonna lower the water temperature. But you know what? I am totally fine with that. Because as you can see, look at all this good flavor just from moving the water around. Look at all this good flavor we got rising up. And since the neck bones are pretty much cooked, but I want them to soak, I already got the fire down on medium. It was still boiling at medium, so I'm just gonna turn the fire up just a little bit more to like a high medium. And then I'm just gonna let this goodness just soak in. So we're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna let this go for a whole 2 hours. So it's gonna boil. Actually, let me correct myself. It's gonna boil for another 20 minutes whenever the water comes back up to boiling temp. It should take about 10 minutes. So then the corn, the sausage, and everything will boil for about another 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna cut it off and let it soak for 30 minutes. So it'll be a total time of 2 hours in this water before it's done. And it's gonna stay in the water too, of course, until I put up everything later on. So I'll be back in a little bit. So it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. The neck bones have cooked for a full 1 hour and 30 minutes. And our sausage and corn have only been in here 20 minutes. So now what I'm gonna do, and we do have neck bones under here. I really don't want to pull them out because I want them to kind of soak. But yes, there we go. So I'm gonna let them sit in this hot, almost boiling water, and just let them sit and soak for another 30 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. And then after that. All right, guys, our neck bones are done and the video is done. Thank you for watching. They look really good, as you can see. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and share it with somebody that wants to do Cajun neck bones. Signing out, Floyd T Barbecue. I'll holla.